Hi, I'm Scouter Jim.
And I'm Scouter Andrea. And we're going to be talking in this segment about the transportation plan and transporting all of our gear. Grade 4s need to come to school in their school uniform because they'll be going to Fort Langley on a field trip in the afternoon. They should bring their backpack first thing in the morning at 8 o'clock to hand over to Scouter Russ, whose car will be parked in the front driveway. Hand over their backpacks and put it in the car, and then they go to school like regular.
And in this segment, we're going to talk about the transportation logistics for the grade 5s and the grade 3s. So the grade 5s and the grade 3s will come to school in their scout uniform, just like shown here, and they'll bring their backpack in at 8 o'clock. So once they get here, they'll give it to Scouter Andrea
or Scouter Russ,
and then they'll pack it into the van that will ship it to the camp. Hi, I'm Scouter Jim.
And I'm Scouter Andrea.
And in this segment, we're going to talk about what's going to happen at the camp.
Cubs are required to wear their formal uniform as they will be in public, and there'll be formal opening and formal closing ceremonies, along with others in the area group. Formal uniform for us means navy blue pants, gray Cub shirt, their necker, and their woggle. They may wear camp appropriate shoes.
Okay, the Cubs are expected to behave appropriately because they will be representing St. George's School and Scouts Canada. So when they're on the ferry, we expect that they will be all sitting together and along with the leaders, and that they're not to leave that area unless they are going to the washroom, and they should take the buddy system when they're going to the washroom. So at that time, there's big windows, they can look outside at the scenery, and then the leaders will also be giving them a safety briefing on how to behave at camp, and also how to pack their toiletries and not leave any scent around the campsite that will attract bears.
Camp, they'll be issued single color baseball caps. Our group will have the same color, and we're asking Cubs to make sure that they keep them on at all times so that it's easy for leaders to spot them. It's important that the Cubs stay together and that they can always see a leader. We will be using the buddy system, and they'll be paired together with another Cub. So keep your hat on at all times.
Like this. At the camp, there will be 5 activities that they will be doing. The archery, egg drop, low rope, fire building, and rocket launch. So it's important that the Cubs pay attention for all the instructions on how to do these activities so that they'll be safe and not get hurt.
There are bears out at Camp Byng, but there's never been a problem. The ranger, Scouter Elliott, has been there for over 20 years and said there's never been a problem. We just need to follow a few precautions. Remove anything that has a scent from your hulls or your tents. All toiletries will be put into a plastic bag and placed in the washrooms. All toiletries will be used in the washrooms and then left in the washrooms. Cubs are not to wander off anywhere by themselves. And as a group, we will always hike with a bear bell. It's important to make some noise so we don't surprise any bears. Surprising bears is what gets them aggressive. No snacks in tents or hulls. That will definitely attract bears and mice. And don't litter.
Alright, in this section we're going to talk about the transportation procedure and how to get from St. George's to the ferry. So for the grade 3s and the grade 5s, there's going to be an early dismissal for camp. So the dismissal is going to be at 11:25. So please be here to pick up your child for the trip to the ferry. Please provide a lunch for them because there's no time to eat at a restaurant or go buy your lunch. So please have a lunch ready so they can eat it in the car, and you'll have to drive directly to the ferry in West Vancouver. The ride to the ferry terminal will take 1 hour, so please be there by 12:45. And you can drop your child off with me or Scouter Sharon. So watch for us at the passenger depot. That's where we'll be waiting for you. Okay, the ferry ride is at Horseshoe Bay, and its destination is Langsdale, and it's a 40-minute ride. And at the camp, please provide a snack for them because there will be nothing to eat until around 6 o'clock at night. So please provide a healthy snack for them so that they won't go hungry.
This is the transportation plan for the grade 4 Cubs. Grade 4 Cubs are scheduled to go to Fort Langley on a field trip in the afternoon. They will be returning back to school at 3 o'clock. Please be at school at 3 o'clock to pick your child up on time from the field trip. They should go home, have a good dinner, and change into their Cubs uniform. From there, you need to drive them to West Vancouver and Horseshoe Bay at rush hour in order for them to be at the ferry terminal by 6:45. At the ferry terminal, you'll want to drop them off on the walk-on terminal, part of the terminal. You'll see myself in my red Scouters uniform shirt, and you must check them in person. From there, we'll take the ferry across from Horseshoe Bay to Langdale.